When food and life meet.
Me, Hector Rocha.
¡Hey!
¿En dónde está la Jackie? Ya estoy listo con la salsa, los totopos. ¿Y dónde están los bolillos?
Sorry, I was a little late. I'm so sorry. He needs the bolillos because we're making chilaquiles.
Tortas.
Ooh. Welcome back, everybody, to When Food and Life Meet. And today we are going to introduce you to the wonderful Hector Rocha.
Oh, thank you for having me.
We're going to get to eat and cook with him today, but we're also going to get to learn about his journey. He is a very, very vibrant content creator out there. We're out here in West Hollywood, right? Or is it Hollywood?
West Hollywood.
We're in West Hollywood, baby. Okay, and I don't know if you noticed, but I wore this shirt in for you because I feel like it's like Hector vibes right here.
I can feel the vibes, you know?
You can feel them, right?
Yes.
Well, I say, I'm a little hungry. I always like to eat first and then we can go sit on your couch and chat.
Let's get cooking.
Okay, let's get cooking. So what do we have? What's here? What's here in your kitchen?
Here we have the salsa roja.
Ooh. It smells very good.
So this salsa roja is actually not made with tomatoes, it's made with tomatillos.
Did you make it from scratch?
Yeah, everything's made from scratch.
Ooh. Do you love that? Do you love doing the stuff from scratch?
Actually, yeah, I really eat fast food, so I don't really eat fast food because that's how I grew up. I didn't grow up going to fast food restaurants, so even now in my adult life, I don't really go. Unless I'm going out of town, or then we'll stop on the way. But other than that...
Otherwise, you're cooking.
And even when working in hospitality, I would usually bring my own lunch.
And everybody would be like, what do you got? What would you bring? Yeah, what would you bring for lunch?
I mean, I usually have chicken, rice, and vegetables, and I try to mix it up. I don't really eat red meat at home.
Okay.
So usually when I go out, I eat red meat. At home, it's only chicken and fish.
I know what that is. It's olive oil, right?
Yeah. And then we're going to put a little bit of onions too.
Okay. Ooh. And then I notice over here you have...
I have the tortilla chips.
Tortilla chips. Ooh. So you've never actually had a torta de chilaquiles, have you?
No, I mean, I have tortas,
and
all kinds of tortas. Tortas hawaianas, I don't know if you guys know tortas hawaianas, which are my favorite ones.
What are those?
They have milanesa, they have ham, they have pineapple, beans, mayo, tomato, lettuce, jalapenos. Those are very popular in other part of Mexico.
Which part of Mexico?
By Matamoros, which is south border with Brownsville, Texas.
Okay. Is that where you're from?
That's where I grew up. I'm from Jalisco.
Okay.
I'm from Jalisco. My mom is from Jalisco. My dad is from Chihuahua. I was born in Jalisco, but then we moved to Matamoros when I was 4 years old. Mm-hmm. And then we migrated to the States.
So you would have these tortas in Matamoros?
Yeah.
Okay.
But never a chilaquiles torta.
So I heard about this because in DF, they have they're very popular. They're known for these. The people line up for them, and they have the red and the green one. So I was like, why don't we have Hector do it? Because you cook a lot.
Yeah, I do. But
I see you online. You're always cooking. You're doing all different kinds of things. What do you love about cooking, Hector?
It just gives me so much space. It's like when I step away from the cell phone, from everyone. Because when you're cooking, you gotta be focused on to. Yeah.
I'm distracting you right now. I'm distracting him right now.
No, I'm paying attention.
Well, the onions smell delicious.
The only thing I have to learn is how to cook for myself because I always cook in big portions.
Oh.
Which some people don't mind it, right?
I was going to say, I definitely don't mind that at all.
This is a red salsa, chile guajillo, chile de árbol, comino, pimienta, sal. There's no onions there. So I always like to put onions on my chilaquiles because it brings out the flavor.
Oh, okay. We like that.
And then we add the tortilla chips. Take this one.
Which you did by yourself, right?
Yeah.
You made them by hand with tortillas, right?
I cut the tortillas, cut them last night so they get a little bit dry.
Oh.
And it's easier. They will be crunchier the next morning.
Okay, can I ask you a very controversial question about chilaquiles?
Tell me.
Okay, so there's some restaurants that they literally just throw in the chips that they don't make. They just throw chips. What do you think about this?
Well, they're just lazy. I mean, I get it because they're in a fast pace, so they have to get the food out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not how you do it.
Yeah. Where have you had the best chilaquiles here in LA or in Orange County?
I love this place in Los Feliz, actually.
Oh.
It's called Alco.
Oh, yes.
They have the best.
They have chilaquiles at Alco.
They have red chilaquiles with carnitas. So You gotta try them.
We'll have to go back to Alcove, Anna. I used to go to Alcove a lot when I lived in Las Vegas.
That's my baby brother's favorite place.
Oh, it's so great. The happy hour too, like the drinks, the vibe.
That I have plenty of.
It's. I used to go and get the chicken sandwich.
Oh,
yeah. What's your favorite thing to cook?
Chile rellenos, flour tortillas.
May I try one of the chips?
Yeah, of course.
I'm like,
What do you think?
this is really weird, but I'm gonna see what you think as a cook, because I don't really cook.
What?
I know, right? Anna's the cook. Anna's the cook. But my mom is not much of a cook, so maybe it's. I don't know if I think your mother was a very good cook, right?
My mom, she was.
Yeah.
But she was very like, I don't want to say basic, but she never made like, I don't know, like.
She did like the standard stuff, but she did it well.
But she did it well. Like, we grew up with very limited,
Yeah.
things. So she was very creative, I would say.
Oh, okay. What was the most creative thing? What comes to mind?
Oh my God, her repollo con huevo.
Oh.
Never try it, but once you try, I have to make it for you guys. But
I think so. I mean, I love both of them, and together I'm like,
actually,
okay.
I haven't heard anyone making those before. So
I don't think so. I've never heard of that. You have to ask your mom, Lola, because her mom is like, she's a good cook, but yeah, she does the basics pretty well. Okay, so now you're busting out the bolillos.
So now, yes.
And what are you pulling out there for everybody to know this?
So it's a little bit of mayo.
Ooh. Okay, so there's the debate that it's like, do you put butter or mayo? But it's always mayo with that.
I mean, I like it with mayo, but I don't know. Do you like butter? I
don't know why I heard people say like, is it butter or is it mayo? I think my sister. It's okay. I'm totally in your way.
I just realized.
Hey, I'm in your kitchen. I'm in your kitchen. You tell me where to go. ASMR right here. So they have the other pan. So what we got is bolillos, pero también tienen teleros.
Oh, teleras.
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 So what is the difference in your opinion that when you use one or the other?
I mean, I don't mind teleras. I feel like they're just a little bit like, I don't know, like whiter.
Yeah, they're whiter. They're bigger.
Yeah.
Which they do use as tortas sometimes. Right?
Yeah.
I feel like. I bet he's putting mayo, you all, which is like one of my favorite things. Okay, so everybody makes fun of me. That's what I'm going to tell you is my mom likes to put like tortillas, like heat them up and put mayo on them.
What?
Have you heard of this?
No.
My mom is eccentric, I guess. I don't know.
But I mean, my mom used to love mayo a lot, so she would put like even on her frijoles de olla.
Oh, she would put mayo in there?
Yeah. Not me, but
you're like, not me. I'm sure my mom has done that. See, mayo is. I love mayo. I love mayo.
But that's how I learned from people. Like, I can go to school. Like, it's just like what the moms will tell me.
Yeah.
My friends, the ones that are actually chefs.
Ooh, you have chef friends?
Oh my God, yes.
Mira. What do you learn from your chef friends?
To be patient with food because it has its time. You cannot like speed up the process.
Yeah, I would agree. That's one thing which is really hard for me. Do we have refried beans?
A little bit of refried beans.
Oh my God. ¿Y qué le pusiste? Así a little. I'm like, my camera.
First, I put a little bit of onions.
Okay.
I cook with a lot of onions, always onions to bring out the flavors. And then I put one chile de árbol, one garlic clove, and then one tortilla.
Wait, a tortilla?
Yeah.
¿Pero cómo?
La dejas dorar.
Whoa.
So the first one, it's almost ready.
I feel like right now you're in your element. With that? He's like, gotta do this, gotta do that. You like, I can tell you like genuinely enjoy. You're very like.
Oh my God, I love cooking.
Well, I'm gonna enjoy eating your food.
Right.
Enjoy your.
I don't know if I will ever have another restaurant, but another restaurant.
Another restaurant. Can we talk about that comment you just made?
Yes, let's.
Can you tell the camera over there? Be like, what restaurant was that? Diles, Hector.
I used to have a Mexican restaurant in Florida, but then we have to close it because of the pandemic. But I still love cooking.
Can you tell us about what kind of food? What kind of Mexican food?
It was Mexican food. It was a little bit of everything. It was at a very small town where a lot of braceros will come and work. So they were happy to go there because then it was me and my sister who would cook. So we don't cook with like processed items. So it's always like the home flavor, you know,
Ooh.
that they will miss from
What
being
was the
so
name
far.
of it?
Berta's Kitchen.
Oh, what
It's
can
still,
you tell?
my sister recently reopened it, but
In Florida?
in Florida, yeah.
Oh my God, that's exciting.
Well, it was my brother's restaurant, and he was about to sell it. So I was like, why don't I just buy it from him and move closer to my family? I didn't know if you want some. Do you want some chicken? Or you want some eggs on it, or?
Así solo.
así?
Let's do a plain. Do you have any cheese or anything?
Yeah.
Maybe put some cheese on there. I'm gonna grab another tortilla. I feel like you'll open another restaurant again.
I mean, it's
What do you think?
not a restaurant, but I would love to have a coffee shop.
Ooh.
I love coffee shops. I love going to coffee shops. So maybe a coffee shop.
I
Down
can
the
see
line.
that.
Down the line.
I can see it. I'm like, how can I help? I'm like,
No, you're good. You're good.
can I do anything, Hector?
No.
Well, I'll definitely do some B-roll, but there's like an aesthetic, there's a vibe here to your kitchen, to your home. It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Is it something that it just comes naturally to you? Because for me, I'm like, I'm so bad at that. Like, I need help, I need guidance, I need help, I need inspiration.
And I appreciate you saying that, but it's like, no, it's just like, you just put things that you like, that you enjoy it, and have it around you, you know? I love art. I love my kitchen. That's why I moved to this apartment, because the size of the kitchen.
Yeah,
because before I was
nice.
at a condominium in another part in West Hollywood, which it was beautiful, but the kitchen was very small, and I feel like so close.
Yeah, you
Like
need
I need
some
a space
yeah.
to move. I usually go to Art Basel every year in Miami. So things that I see there, I love to buy from the artists here in LA too. There are a lot of art shows that are happening during the year. So, and then just keep buying things here and there.
Yeah, just keep collecting.
Yeah. Facebook Marketplace is a good place too.
Even his apron. Do you want to turn for the camera and show your apron? It's adorable. Even the calidad, like the quality. Where is it
Oh,
from?
man, this is from Target. Now I'm trying to slowing down on buying things for the kitchen, but hey,
What's
the
one
drawer
of-
that you
what-
open it, the drawer is like full of things that sometimes I forget that I have them.
Well, what's one of your favorite things that you've gotten for your kitchen that you're like, love,
That I love.
that you love?
Well, I love my oven, my mini oven, because like I said, I live by myself, so it's like perfect size just to cook things for
Just for you,
me.
yeah.
But I just recently bought a new thing, which is
A ver.
it's still in the box.
Still in the box.
In the box, which is a juicer and a blender. It's a 2-in-1.
Ooh.
I was looking for a juicer, and then I found that one that almost the same price as a regular juicer. So I was like, well, I guess I'll take 2 for 1.
For breakfast, what's your go-to breakfast item?
For breakfast, eggs. I always have to have eggs.
Eggs, yeah.
I can eat eggs all day long, but I have to have something sweet.
Oh, with it? Como
Like
que?
right before, like a little cookie or toast with, I don't know, with peanut butter.
Oh, but this is my favorite part. Is this queso?
This is queso panela.
Oh, can you tell people what queso panela is, in case they don't know?
Well, queso panela is kind of like feta cheese, which I always say that I don't like feta cheese, but I love queso panela. But what I like of queso panela also that you can grill it, and it won't fall apart. Yeah, so you can eat it warm or cold. You can cut it in cubes, put it in salads. You can just eat it on its own, or make like little appetizers.
Ooh.
And I have
feel
sour
like-
cream, but you guys like sour cream? I don't, but you guys want some.
Oh, she doesn't like it. It's good. We're good. We're good.
Sure?
Yeah, she doesn't like sour cream.
But you want some, yeah?
No, porque con el queso, that's enough dairy. I'm like, that's good. That's right. I'm not ashamed.
I have raw onions. You guys want raw onions, or you're good?
I think we're good with that.
Yeah.
I think it looks good. We're ready to eat now. Yes, y'all. We have tortas here. We have ice cold Coke and Jamaica.
Jamaica.
And this beautiful home. You know, I've seen your home through your videos, but to be here and like to see it in person, like there's a lot of creativity and intention and warmth and culture and just like experience in this home that you are putting out externally. But now today, we're gonna get to learn a little bit more about Hector, because you're very creative, you're very passionate, you're very driven.
Thank you.
And tiene mucho corazón.
Oh, gracias.
Truly, like since the day we met, I was like, this guy is like
Click.
Click, 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 click. So thank you so much for letting us come into your home today and cooking for us. I mean,
you're so welcome. Anytime you're in LA, please stop by.
Well, I want to.
Now you know where I live.
Now I know where you live, and I want to try the huevos con repollo, right?
Yeah, huevos con repollo. Maybe that should be our
maybe we
next
should
recipe.
do that.
Maybe part 2.
Hey.
Who knows?
I mean, I'm always down for part 2.
Right.
You know. Okay, so let's dig into this torta, and then we can start chatting. See? A ver. I'm a messy eater, so this is gonna be fun. We've never had torta de chilaquiles. You can be honest.
I'm sure when I put this in because if it's my first time having the torta.
Yeah, right? It should be like the traditional way.
Now I get it. Now I'm like, why did I wait this long? Thanks to Jackie who suggested it.
I mean,
With the queso panela.
It's like 2 of my favorite things in one.
2 for 1.
Literally 2 for 1. I know we didn't put egg in it because of like time and stuff, but I'm sure with an egg next time will be
We'll do it.
delicious.
What a milanesa.
Ooh, that salsa though was so good. You could tell it's not like from a can or something. Cheers. Ooh. I mean, a summer day here with Hector having Coke and a torta. How would you say it? Torta de chilaquiles or chilaquiles torta?
Well, in English it will be chilaquiles torta. But then in Spanish it will be
Torta de chilaquiles. Thank you very much.
The queso panela. It's my favorite cheese.
It's the best.
Queso panela.
Do you use it in like quesadillas too and everything? That cheese?
I use it in quesadillas when I do it with corn tortilla.
Oh, that sounds so
But
good.
if it's flour, then I use like pepper jack.
A pepper jack, okay. Okay, how do we feel about cotija cheese?
I'm not a big fan of cotija cheese unless it's like shredded or like sprinkled on top of things. With lettuce and tomato like on top of the taquitos. But that's it.
Okay, how do we feel about queso fresco?
Queso fresco is when I'm eating like a real like authentic dish, an authentic Mexican dish. Then that's when I use queso fresco. Like the other day I made carne en su jugo.
What's that?
It is beef with bacon, potatoes, green tomatillo salsa,
What?
and frijoles de la olla.
You need to do a cookbook too. Let's add your cafe, your cookbook. O sea,
And I built an empire here.
literally, you can. You are building one.
Oh, we're building one. Yeah, that's right.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about your passion for cooking, your passion for content creation. How do you one day decide like I'm gonna start just doing it? How does that happen?
I mean, it's just like one thing led to the other. I was in school for communications, and I went to an event. I met this editor from Nylon magazine, and I reached out to her. Then I gave my info to her assistant, and then it happened that her assistant and me, we have a lot of friends in common.
Okay.
So we ended up partying at the after party like the same night.
Love.
And then we clicked, and then I went over to her agency. She invited me to like visit her PR agency, and then I took an internship there, and then I started working with her. And then from there, like when I was like talking to brands, and I was doing the influencer outreach, and when I was chatting with brands would say, well, why don't you become part of the campaign as well, not just this list of influencers that you gave me.
Okay, what did you think of that? Because you're just, what did you think about like, let's have you actually be in it? Like for you, was that like, oh, like, can I do this? Do I want to do this? Like, ¿qué pensaste?
I mean, I like the idea, but I don't know if I was the right thing to do. Plus, I was working, I was getting paid for doing this, so I was like, I checked with my boss, and then she was, of course, like you have to be there. And after that, she put me on every single campaign that we work on, and it's like, we're adding your name to it.
Wow.
And then one thing to another, I left the PR agency, and I just started doing content creation on my own.
So what's cool about your content creation too is like you're also like doing a lot of like Latino stuff. You know, like you're in spaces like you're meeting some pretty cool people.
Yes, and I'm very grateful and fortunate for all those experiences and all these opportunities.
Yeah.
With big networks or brands and even with smaller brands. But it's just like it's all about creating a community. You know, it doesn't matter like who you are or how big you are. Like I mean, sometimes we meet up like a big celebrity, but then I'm more excited to meet someone that like a normal person because they have a story behind it. You know,
right.
They're not all about the cameras and the lights and everything. So I like the connection.
Yeah. Do you think like, I always like to think about like our younger selves, like, I mean, we are young, let's be clear. I'm not saying that we're not. But like, do you think about like your inner child, you know, that little kid, like, do you think that if you were to see you now, you're out there like building community, you're out there like, when I think about Hector, I think like self-expression, joy, Like, no sé, like I just feel like there's this vibrant energy from the people that you're meeting. You're like, the camera's on and you're like, vámonos. You're like, hey, you know? And so I think like, man, like I've been wanting to ask you, like, what does little Hector, what would he think about all the things you're doing on the opportunities?
Ooh, little Hector. He will dab a lot about himself, but then now, looking back, I think he'll be very proud because I always dream of like coming to Hollywood.
Yeah.
I always dream about like visiting Hawaii and living in Spain. And then now I live in Hollywood. I was working in Beverly Hills. I visited Hawaii many times. We're planning a family trip soon, so I can take my family there, my nephews, because I want them to have the experiences too that I've been able to have, from dreaming to a reality. And then sometimes we work so hard on ourselves, and then sometimes where I'm like at home alone and just overthinking things, and that comes to my mind, and it's like, oh my gosh, like I should just like be more grateful or be grateful and keep like moving forward, because like that dream that I had when I was 5-6 years old that I still haven't forgotten, it became a reality. Like I never knew that I was gonna be in LA, you know. I just say Hollywood. I didn't even know where Hollywood was.
You're like, but I'm going there.
Yeah, I used to watch this show. It's called Maria Laria. It was like a Christina show, but it was like Maria Laria. It was like a smaller show. But I always see the address was in California.
Oh.
It was Burbank, California, or Pasadena. I was like, oh my God, one day I would like to go there. And then I met her when I moved to LA, and it was fun. But then it's just like living here, working here, and now just thinking that it was a dream at one point. That I just realized, it makes me realize that I could keep on dreaming, you know, because dreams do come true.
I mean, as soon as you said dream, I was like, yes. Like, I think like, you know, you really are honoring your dream and it's coming true. You know, I mean, you're building community, but you're also in spaces where you get to be in other spaces where people have, you know, you're interviewing like pretty big people. You're talking to pretty people. Like, I think you should feel proud that you're in spaces where you're like, yeah, I'm just as like, you know, important, or to be in those spaces. Like, I don't know if you think about that kind of stuff of where like, I'm in this space with these people, and yeah, I'm Hector, like owning.
I mean, sometimes it's hard to assimilate things, but it's just like little by little, like I'm getting there, because like you say, like it's not part of. It was never part of my culture or like my upbringings.
Yeah.
It was totally the opposite, you know, like growing up in Mexico and with very little things around me, and then we have to get creative. Like we talk about my mom's food, so she has to get creative. But then now being here and then be next to someone that I admire, or someone I've been seeing for so many years before, and then now talking to them and just you know, sitting at a table with them, you know, not just interviewing or something.
Yeah,
just
like actually
just having
getting to know them.
Having a conversation. They being invited, like they were invited, and then they're coming up to me and they invited me as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm happy. I'm proud, but also I'm very grateful for those opportunities, and not just for the companies, but the people that think of me. That's why every time someone invites me somewhere, I always make the effort to make it, just because they're thinking of me, you know. Like, oh, let's put Hector in the list, even if it's for a birthday party, for whatever reason it is.
Yeah.
And then you invite me, so believe me, I'm gonna try to be there, because you put the thought of have my name on your list. So I was just like, I'm gonna honor that.
Ese es el corazón que tienes. Y tu mamá, let's talk about her for a moment, because you talked about how creative she was in the kitchen, and I think like we never really realized like sometimes how we do things and they come out and how they've been inspired by our parents. But like, as you were saying this, I was like, man, like you have been creative with your dreams, with your career. You've been able to be creative in that way. So I think it's a cool connection. It's like your mom was creative with what she had to do in the kitchen, how to take care of you guys, and here you are like dreaming. You're taking chances, and I think like that for me, that is a life. Like that is what life is all about. It's like it is to. You know, sometimes you gotta do the scary things, but it's like, but you're honoring your dreams. You did the restaurant, right? You moved out here to LA. Like this home is also like a representation of like everything that you're doing. I guess my question to you now is like, you're doing these things, you're having these opportunities, and then you say that you're at home, and I'm like, and I do the same thing. Like you're in your head, and you start to analyze all this stuff, like where do you think that some of that comes, like where does that come in? Like what, I always feel like it's like self-sabotage, but like I don't know, like for you, like where do you think it comes from? How do you manage it?
I don't know, I feel like it always comes out when I have like free time. I was like overthinking things, and especially if I'm working on a campaign, I was like, oh my god, like why they reach out to me, why they want me to be on this, or why whatever, like why am I asking those questions, you know? There's a reason behind it, so then I should stop thinking of that and move into like the creation, because that's the main reason why they reach out to me.
Wait, let's talk about that for a moment, because I think it's really important, and I think it's real what you're saying. There's a reason why, you're right. There's a reason why people have reached out to you and what that is. And when you're asking yourself, you're like, why me? Why me? That, my friends, is like that's real, like that self-doubt. When clearly a decision has already been made, like you are the one they want, like they want, you know what I mean? And yet we just do that to ourselves.
But I think it's also like our upbringings, you know, because like I grew up without having someone there to guide me.
Yeah.
I grew up without a dad. Mm-hmm. I grew up with my mom. She was a single mom, but she has to work. And then we were living in a border town, where she had to like cross the border and stayed at home because she was a housekeeper. So we were kind of raised on our own. So we didn't have really no one to look up to. Yeah. So now that we're creating this opportunity, or these opportunities are coming to me now, like that's where I start like doubting. So I feel like that's where it's coming from. But then also it's like, oh my god. I always put my mom on everything, so I always do like what my mom will do, you know? Yeah. Because like she didn't have anything, and she was so limited with everything, but she always got very creative to support us. So it's like, and that was I always put her as my example. She's been my greatest inspiration. So I was like, why my mom will have done, you know? Mm-hmm. And it was like, well, if my mom was here, she would be hyping me up. So it's like, stop like doubting yourself, because like your my mom is here, my mom is everywhere in the street. So like every time like my mom, I was like, you know, like keep me stronger, because then it reminds me like how strong she was, how limited assets she had, and she still lived a happy life. For what I remember, she was always happy, and then she never complained from her situation. So she always made the best out of it, you know. Yeah. So now that's like the fire in you, but that's my role model, my drive. Yeah. Even now with social media, we had so many tools. So now I tell myself like, you know, there's nothing that you cannot do, because we have all the tools. We all have a cell phone. We all have access to a computer. Even you don't have a computer, you can go to the library. But we have all these tools that we didn't have before. Yeah. Like I didn't grow up with it, you know. Like I learned how to count with beans, with rocks, you know. But now I'm great at math. Not great at savings, but I'm great at math. But so it's just like you learn how to be resourceful, you know. So sometimes like with the younger generation, I get a little bit because I see their frustration, because they just know how to do things through their phones. I'm always like, what my mom would have done.
I mean, thank you for sharing. I think it definitely brings just provide me a lot of context of like when you're having those moments of doubt. Then it's pretty cool that at the same token, it's like it's the same thing that brings you out of it. Is like that experience with your mother, and was seeing what your mother was able to do and show you. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, thank you for being here.
Oh, so Hector, self-expression, these videos that you're doing, like you are brave. Let's talk about some dancing videos with you. The dancing, para ti.
I mean, dancing is life. Well, the short period of time that I lived with my dad, he loved to dance. He moved away. But then my mom was a great dancer too. Yeah? My mom loved to dance. So we always dance at parties. So it's like, I think that counts, it's on our blood, because all of my siblings were 7 and we all love to dance. So not just me, but my baby brother is
he better than you?
He's better than me.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So you have to like look him up and see his moves.
I think so. I guess I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
But I just love dancing, because it's just like, it just hacked on my mood, you know, like flows, like, I don't know, the adrenaline start coming out, and then I want to keep doing things, and music inspire you, and you know.
You know, you talk about dreams, and you've reached certain milestones now. Like, I want to manifest here. Like, what are other dreams that you're wanting to put out there in the world?
What other dreams? I would like to own a house soon. And I say soon because I feel like everybody wants to own a house. It's just a dream, but we don't really, like, a lot of us like don't really put the effort or the work towards it. So that's one of my focus. One of the things that I'm focused on now. And I'm willing to do the work. I'm willing to work extra for it because I also like the lifestyle that I live now. And then not is like this lavish lifestyle, but I like my things.
Yeah.
I like to go out and I like to eat and try new places.
You like to travel too, right?
I like to travel, and then like all the most of it, not all the times it's a sponsor or anything. It's just like things that I love doing.
That you want to go do, yeah.
Another dream would be own a coffee shop.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't necessarily want to do another restaurant because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I mean, it's worth it, but it's a lot of work. And then I want to still doing content creation, coffee shop, my house. And then just be able to keep inspiring, like, especially not the younger generation, but also like more like my nephews. I want them to have someone that they can look up to,
Yeah.
And I said, oh, my uncle's doing this, like I can do that too.
Yeah, that is a cool feeling. Yeah, I also have these nephews, and it's like some of them are like, "What do you do?" Like they don't quite understand. But I mean, I think definitely being like a mentor to them. Content creation is wonderful. There's like really great things about them, about the experience. I don't know if you want to share some highlights for you that have been moments where you're like, because I feel like for me sometimes things happen and I feel like, oh, the universe is like, or God, I do believe in God. Like it's like, mira, un recuerdo. Like, hey, keep going. Like this is, see, like you're on the right path. Like, and I am aware of those moments, and so I don't know for you if there have been moments where like, oh, this thing happened and I'm like, okay, let's keep going. Like, I don't know if certain things have happened, moments that you're like.
I mean, it was the one time when I went to a concert and Snoop Dogg was there and I wanted to take a picture with him, and even the PR couldn't get me a picture with him because it was really hard with security and everything. And I was backstage and then I was so close, but at the same time, too far away, because the securities are like,
yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
Sir, can I go?
So that was just like a thing that I wanted to do. And then it happens that I ended up going to a movie premiere.
Okay.
I got invited to that movie premiere. I didn't have a plus one. Sometimes we get invited to events and we don't have they don't give us a plus one. So you have to go on your own.
Oh,
so I went
brave.
there. Yeah, so I went there on my own. And it feels kind of weird, even though you like see people, but then like that you kind of know, but they're doing their things or they're with their friends or whatever. So it's kind of awkward sometimes for me. So like, okay, fine, I'm here. And I remember they asking me that we'll have to like walk the red carpet, and I went straight to the movie theater.
Oh
and then there's like the thing again where you're like doubting yourself,
Yeah.
And then I was just, what? I compromised that I was gonna walk the red carpet. So let's go there. So I'm gonna do it. So I went back.
Wait. Those are the beautiful moments. I just want to stop you real quick because I think what happened there? What truly think about it. Like, ¿qué fue lo que dijiste? ¿Sabes qué? No, I'm gonna turn back around. Like, what do you think it was? I don't know.
I mean, it was just like I compromised myself, say I was gonna do it.
Okay.
So then I was like, if I don't do it, they're gonna look up and like, what happened to him? He didn't show up, or he didn't do it, and I guess he's not interested in doing these type of things. And then it's just like, I gave my word, so it's like,
Okay.
But things happen for a reason. I made a really good friend. They gave me a chaperone, someone to walk me to the red carpet because I didn't have a plus one, and this person. We clicked. She's so talented and she has a beautiful heart. She opened her arms and heart to me, and then she make me feel welcome. And then we're still friends up to this day, and I'm grateful for that. But on that event, I got to meet Snoop Dogg. Okay.
What?
So it's like yes. I was like,
you're like yes.
So those are the moments where like, and not just because of meeting a celebrity, but I just like.
Achieving something, like that's possible. Yeah, I get that. How was that encounter?
I mean, it was fine. He's super nice. He's very I don't know. I've never seen him being rude or anything. It's more the people that worked with them, the staff, but super nice. We just say a few words. We didn't chat or anything.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to talk to him.
I know.
But just being able to do that is like, you know what? Before I couldn't, now I can. So you're
like, okay, let's keep going.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
but just like little moments like that, or I went to a restaurant and then the owner of the restaurant came out to me. He's like, "Oh, I sent your videos, blah blah blah. This is in the house for you." Or he sent me like, I don't know, like I think he sent me like dessert and a couple of drinks. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's a process, but then those experiences give you the I don't know, the power to saying, we're on the right path.
Yeah.
Gotta keep going, keep moving forward.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, there's also the stuff that's hard. The hard moments, right? Where maybe, I don't know. I mean, it could look different for both of us, right? I don't know if anything comes to mind where you're like, it was challenging, but now you're like, no, it's like, it helps you in your journey. I don't know if anything comes to mind.
Oh, I feel like before, now it's getting a little bit easier, but before this I was asking for, like asking for, when I thought I want to be into this type of world, like how do I get into it? But then one led to another, and then I went to an event, and that event started taking me to everywhere.
Yeah.
For the people that I met there, and from the opportunities that came from there, and one thing takes you to the next level and the next level. And
do you enjoy the journey for you? Like, has it been?
I enjoy the journey because everything that I have, or everything I have done, is because of my. I feel like it's because of my work. Even though I know, like, I have these acquaintances or network, I don't want to ask for favors or ask for things easily. I like to work for them. Then if I get stuck or something gets in between, then I can reach out. But I like to do first I like to try to work my ways and put the work towards than just asking for someone to get it done for me.
Yeah. Sometimes we were talking about self-doubt. I also haven't. Believe it or not, I tell him, like, I get nervous with this stuff too, because he was getting nervous. I'm like, I get nervous too, trust me. But
doesn't seem like it.
Pero mira, I think it's true. I think we all are like, are we doing enough? Like, is this gonna work? Or like you were saying earlier, like, why me? Yeah, I mean, we always have to go back to like how we were growing up and how we were building self-confidence or self-worth, and those experiences. And I think like now as adults, we have to kind of like have you heard of like reparenting yourself? Like being the parent or being there for yourself the way that maybe you weren't able to achieve when you were younger. I think when you're doing this kind of work, you really gotta you really have to be there for yourself, huh? You really have to be like, okay, here we go. Like, don't know where this is going, pero vamos.
You have to like hype on yourself.
Yeah. I'm sure you feel in your heart like this is creativity and expression. Like, I'm sure this is like part of your set, right? Like, this is part of who you are.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Can't not do it, ¿verdad?
Yeah, that's right.
Right? If somebody were to tell you, you know what, Hector, we're going to take it all away and we're going to give you another line of work where there's stability, you get everything, but you can't do any of this stuff about creativity and self-expression. Would you take it?
No, I don't think so.
Yes? Because it's just part of who you are.
Yeah. And even like at my work, when I sitting in the office, it's like, oh, I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. Because I was on disability for a couple of weeks and I was at home, and then just like my creativity, start flowing. And I'll tell my brother like, oh my God, this is what I want to do. I have this idea, I have this other idea. Everything started coming back. So it's just like, the more I'm surrounded by it, the more excited and creative I get.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you, what inspires your creativity?
Just waking up, being grateful and thanking God for what I have, And then if I want something and I don't have it and I really want it, just like I know I can get it. I just have to put the work for it. So just being able to waking up every morning and then be able to put the work towards something. That's what inspired me. I mean, like they say, the sky is the limit now.
Sky's the limit,
And with all the access that we have now with internet and social media, I feel and just reaching out to our community too.
Yeah.
It's something that I'm still learning, but I just know there's a community there. And then just know that people are willing to help, but also people, you need to ask them because they don't know. They don't know if you need that help.
What you need, yeah.
And why you need it, what you're working on. So you just try to do everything on your own, then it's gonna be harder to achieve it, but then just know there's people out there.
Yeah, I agree. I think I've met some really amazing people online, which is crazy. Or at these events and stuff.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm like, what? It's I don't know. I think that's one of the things I've enjoyed the most is meeting really driven dreamers. I like to call them dreamers.
I mean, we all are, Everybody's working towards their own dreams, and then just getting out of your own bubble because we live in LA, and LA is too big, but also it's just too small. Like everybody kind of knows everyone.
Yeah.
But like I went to an event a couple of weeks or a month ago for Canva, and I went by myself.
Okay.
And then just meeting all these people from all over the world.
Oh, it was international?
Yeah, they're like people from all over. Because I think they used to do it in Australia before.
Oh my God.
It was the first time they do it in the US.
Oh, wow.
And then meeting people from the Midwest, from New York, from Florida, from Europe, from Asia. It was like,
wow.
Oh my God. And then just like listening to them and what they're working on. And then we went to have dinner after at a African restaurant, which I've never been. I never had African food.
Yeah.
It was a total experience, but just like listening to their, I don't know, like their, what it drives them, you know, to do the things that they do. Like some are filmmakers, some people work in PR and social media, some people work like an aircraft company. Like you wouldn't think about it, but they're using everybody's using kind of the same tools that you're using, but they're just using it towards a different goal, you know?
What drives them? What, like anything you remember that you're like, whoa, that's an interesting way of looking at it.
Well, this guy he's from Africa, and then he's a director, and he was like, I just want to put, you know, like, I feel like the same thing, like he grew up with very limited things, and then now he has access to equipment. So like, why not put my stories into you know, into film? Why not sharing my stories, and not only my stories, the stories of my people, and help my community here too, because there's a big African community too, like people from all over. So it's like I want to keep working with them. It's like I'm creating, but I want to focus in on all my people so I can highlight them too.
Yeah. What stories do you want to tell? What comes to mind?
Not even specific, but I just want to keep inspiring other people. Like, if you want it, you can make it happen, you know? I don't like to be a downer or anything, but it's just like, I just want to stay positive and keep like moving forward and focus on what I want. Yeah. And then along the ride, I keep sharing with others and helping other people. So I've always been able to help others. I always tell my friends, you know, you need something, like, just let me know. But I always get kind of like busy or sidetracked with my own stuff that I sometimes I forget to check on them. It is like something that I'm working on now too, because sometimes we don't express what we need or the help that we need, and then now and little by little I'm learning how to ask for help, but also checking on my friends to making sure if they need any help, like let them know that I'm there for them. Yeah,
people underestimate a good phone call because we text a lot, but I'm a big like, let's have a phone date, let's catch up, like what's going on, because some of my friends like live in like one of them lives in San Bernardino, which is kind of far from Orange County. I think a good phone call too. This is like just to say like, how are you? Like, and what is it? How can I help you? Right? Like, how can I be there for you? So that's awesome. Yeah. I agree. One thing that we both have in common, if it's not obvious, maybe it's not. But you know, we're both part of the LGBT community. We're both Latinos, and that is a very unique intersectionality. I think what I want to ask you today is like, everybody has different experiences of what that experience looks like. So do you mind sharing a little bit about how it was for you to be who you are in your home? Was it something that was challenging? Was it welcomed? Like how did that go down for you?
Welcome, not at all. It was totally the opposite. Like, I mean,
I was kind of hoping you'd be like, you never know. I don't want to assume that all Mexican families are like that.
Yeah, but like, I mean, not all of them. They're like that. Mine was. So it was like my dad, who was very strict. My older brother was very strict with that, because I always like have this mannerism. Mannerism. So I'm always like using my hands. So I always get slapped on my hands, like, put your hands down. I'll like put my hands on my waist and like, put your hands down, or like sit this way, or don't say those words. So it was.
And
it was
you as a kid.
It was me as a kid. So it was very hard. And then when I was started having, you know, when you're growing up, you start having those feelings. You're like, is this right? Is this wrong? And then you start kind of like hiding yourself because you think that it's wrong. Yeah. Because that's what other people are telling you.
That's what you're hearing in your home. Yeah.
That's what you're hearing. So then
I'm always curious to ask people, like, with those feelings that you're talking about, when you first had those feelings, can you kind of, I don't know, walk me through how you felt with those feelings? And the reason why is because I think it kind of helps bring a little bit more context to the, like, humanizing us. It's like, hey, like, just we're just humans with feelings. I don't know. Like, I'm just curious, like, what you remember of, like, maybe the first time that you're like had these feelings that were natural and fine for you, but according to other people or whatever. Do you remember those feelings when you were a kid?
I don't know if it was right or wrong what I was feeling, but for people it was wrong. So I keep thinking, how can I fix this? Because I'm not doing the right thing. Everybody's doing this way. I should be that way as well. Why am not feeling that? Then I made like really nice classmates in my high school, and they were very welcoming and they were more open about it. And then I was able to like open up with them, not with everyone, but with some of them. Yeah. And I'm still in touch with them. My family wasn't very open about it. Up until this day, I haven't come out to my family, and I just don't feel like I need to. Wait, is it okay
for?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they know, but we.
You haven't like said, hey.
Because like it's just my personal thing that I just.
Yeah.
That I say I don't need to like let them know like what am I doing behind doors, like the same way they see me, that's the way my friends see me, you know? They know my friends, they know who I hang out with, they know what I do, where I go. It's like, so it's just the same way I don't ask them for an explanation for like what they do, what they like. It's just like, and then my mom is no longer with me, so it's like that's the only person that will I feel that will, if I have to, I will say it. But then,
no, that's actually pretty progressive of you. We interviewed the folks at Barrio Drive, and they talked about how like Jax never came out, if you will, because they're like, if my sister didn't have to, why do I have to? And I think it's true. I mean, I think there's a lot of, I think looking back, when I was like 15 or 16, it was just like, I felt there was a lot of pressure to be like, do I have to like come out? Do I have to like do this, But, unfortunately, I was in a family that was like Católicos, Mexican, and all you would hear at home is like, it's not right, or it's like these other people, right?
At home, at school, and at church.
At school, I have to say, at church for sure. At school, I would say, people weren't really talking about it, but they just weren't really talking because nobody was out. Nobody was really out. Like, nobody was openly.
But I feel like here in California, they're a little bit more progressive than other states. Yeah. I grew up south of the border from Texas, and then I moved to Texas. And even though I moved into like a Hispanic community, they're still very like...
Oh, yeah. How was that for you then once you were away from your family, if you will, like you were on your own? Like, that give you space to like love yourself better? Because there's a lot of shame in feeling like you're doing something wrong, and you're literally are growing up, developing your feelings, developing who you are, and there's like this big like fuck you that's saying like, well, this part of you is like wrong. Good luck with that. Go on with your life. Like, that's how it felt for me. It was like, well, I guess you gotta do you, but by the way, like there's this thing that's like,
I mean, like for me, it's like coming to Los Angeles for vacation. I came for a summer vacation, and I see like they were more open-minded. Yeah. And I felt more at home, even though like my family that I was staying with wasn't. And I can see that if I have to move out or go somewhere else, there will be people there to help me out. So I call my mom and I say, Mom, I'm staying in LA. I'm not going back. And then since then, LA's been my family, my home, and then that's where my community is, and everywhere it's been very graciously towards me. And then I haven't had any like really bad experience. That's why I'm here in LA.
Yeah, I mean, I think being around other people who can make you feel loved and loving, or that's the one regret I have when I was younger, is my 20s, was like I was trying so hard to be straight, that I was just like, I wouldn't try to be around gay people because I'm like, no, that's not me, And now I have more gay friends, and I'm like, man, I look back and I'm like, I think I did myself a disservice. Like I should have, that would have actually helped me a lot more, but I was just afraid, And so that's why I tell people when they come to me and they ask me, which is kind of cool. I don't know if you've had that experience where people ask you for advice. I'm like, go to the community. Like, don't be afraid. Like, they're gonna make you feel a lot better because they understand, and I don't know.
I mean, I haven't had anyone coming up to me, but I'm always telling, and I did an interview for Telemundo, and I always tell them, if you're there and you think you're ready to come out and you want to come out, then just know that we're out here, there's a community. You just have to ask, like, don't feel that you're alone. Yeah. Especially in a city like this, or in a state like California, like people are more
open.
open and they're embracing for who you are, know what you like. You know?
Yeah. Where do you feel the most? Where do you feel the most like queer joy for you? Like when do you feel like super happy? Like what are you doing or what are you?
Oh my God! I go to this nightclub on Mondays nights and I just dance my heart out. You know, it's like
that's awesome.
And then like I go there because it's Monday. It's not so busy, and then I have a group of friends. They always show up on Mondays, and then we just go there just to dance and be ourselves and not feel judged or anything. So
yeah, full circle moment with the dancing, by the way, because dancing is truly like where you are let loose, like truly are just like, I don't care what, I'm just dancing, I'm just moving my body to the beat of my drum, my heart, you know.
That's me on Mondays.
No, I think that's wonderful. I had another question for you about this part of our commonality here is, I feel like growing up, I didn't really see a lot of like movies or TV like depicted like when I was in high school, like youthful love. Like when you have a crush on someone and you're just dating, like I feel like it was just all very overly sexualized, like being gay. Cool, that's how people perceived us. It was just like gay people, they just immediately think the sex, right? That's something that I'm manifesting myself, is like those are stories that I would love to be a part of or tell, is like, because I think that also heals my inner child of like, hey, like it's okay, you're 8 years old and you have a crush on a girl, you know? It's okay if you're 13 and like this girl makes you nervous, you know, and like instead of feeling shame or immediately thinking like there's something wrong with me. And so I'm just curious, like if you felt similar, or what was it important? I don't know, what was important to you when you were younger when it came to that kind of stuff?
Oh, I don't remember having any of that. I think I started experiencing my sexuality when I was like probably a little bit older, like 14, 15 years old. And then that's when I was like, oh, doesn't seem right, or I'm not doing this, it's not the right thing to do, and like I said, like we didn't have a lot of resources, so I grew up without TV, so like I wasn't like watching movies or novelas or anything, so it was mostly like what I was experiencing in life, you know?
Yeah.
I started working when I was 7 years old.
Really?
So I started working at 7 years old.
Wow.
That's the life in Mexico. But and I'll go to school in the afternoons, and I'll work in the mornings, or vice versa. So yeah, it was just like people like what I see from people is like, or they will make fun of someone that looks gay or acts a certain way. So then that's when I'm like, oh, I should stop doing this, or I should stop behaving this way, because then I'm gonna go through that.
It's like it's like survival. It's like you're like 7 years old and you're like, yep, I guess I'm not gonna do that. And it's like when it's a time where you want to just understand how you're feeling and you want to feel the things, and you immediately are just like policing yourself. It's just it's incredible.
And it's just not like it's a sexual thing. It's just like it's the way you are, the way you move, and then you just like have to yourself, just being able not to express who you are moving forward. And then I came to LA, and then my little brother moved here too, and then I found out he was gay. So then it was a hard part for me there. Because I didn't want him to go through what I went through. But I guess I didn't realize, or I don't know, that we're living in different times. We're living in different environments, cities, and there's a reason why I was here, and I'm happy that he moved here as well, because then he can be himself, and he didn't have to go through any of that, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I think I'm really happy that this generation is experiencing something very different than either one of us, and I think you should not be feeling like shame for who you are when you don't even know who you are and you're a kid, and it's like,
I love that this generation are experiencing that. Like my brother got married, and then when we went to City Hall, like my nephews were there, and they never asked anything. They didn't say anything. Nothing was weird. Nothing was wrong. And like they were just like they took pictures with my brother and his husband, and
that's beautiful. That's awesome.
So I wish I had that, but also that would be ideal. But I'm happy that what I went through, because then that gives me that life experience in the way that I.
And if should you choose to marry, I don't know if you do want to, but the opportunity for at least like through
anyone out there.
Now through your brother's experience, it's like, that's at least to know that that's a possibility, that you will have your family's support. No, does that feel good?
Oh yeah, like. Know that if it happens, especially my sister and my nephews that I'm so close to them, they'll be happy. I think it will be something really nice to experience, but I don't think I'm ready for it yet. But Who knows?
Whenever you're ready, you'll know. If you want that, right? When we got married, like, yeah, my nieces and nephews were there, and it was definitely a full circle moment. Like, my parents were there, and it was like, what? Like, I get to have this? Like, because your whole life, you're just like, is this ever gonna happen? And then it happens, and you're like, holy shit. But it's a journey.
Yeah, I mean, it
is a damn journey, that's for damn sure. But even though I did try to be straight for a while, I'm not gonna lie, right? There was the real me that's always like, no, like, I'm not trying to pester you, but I'm just like, but I know you, like, this is what is your truth. And so I am proud that as hard as it was sometimes, that I like, no, this is me. And I think that part of me also is the thing that helps me be focused in like what it is I want to do with my life. You know, the things that I want to do, like doing this with you today, like just being like, no, this is who you are, Jackie. This is what you're meant to do. Like, this will bring you joy. And so
put heart and effort and everything to it. So I'm glad you're here. And
thank you
for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've learned so much from you today, even like sharing more about like your experience and like how you grew up and how all of this is like, he's resilient, he's creative, he's got heart.
Oh, thanks.
You know? And he can cook.
I can cook.
Are you sure you don't want to get married when he was out there? You're like, Vente, come over.
Slide through the DMs. Slide through my DMs.
Slide through. No, I'm so proud of you, and I know sometimes we can be hard on ourselves, but I hope that today we all remind you that like you're a spectacular light.
Oh, thank you.
And you are doing amazing things, and the universe is telling you so in its ways, that you've shared on and offline some examples of like, que tú síguele, and like I think the thing I admire the most about you. Ready for this? Don't make me cry. I think the thing I admire the most about you is that you're just like, I don't know exactly what stories to tell, but it's like through how you live your life, like the community connections you're making, the way you express what you care about and what makes you are telling a story. You know what I mean? Like your story is a story that people can like really like learn from and understand, and like, I don't know, like your experience can open people's hearts.
Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate all the words, and sometimes it's hard for me to like take that in, but we're learning day by day.
We're learning day by day.
I'm very happy with my life now, you know. I'm happy to be able to express myself. I'm happy to do the work that I do. I'm happy to provide not just for myself, but for some of my family members. And I'm also happy to share with other people my life, you know. It's like I'm no one or no example to anyone, but it can be of help for anyone, then I'm there, you know. And
I think you're a beautiful example. You know?
But
I'm gonna let him have it. I'm like, you are a beautiful example of what it means to be true to yourself, to love and to dream.
But I just want people to live like the way I'm living now. Just build myself, and what you see is what you get, and then the sky is the limit, you know. The sky is the limit, and then we live in different times now, and I know we're going through tough times right now with the elections and all that, but just stay true to yourself, be yourself, and then if you need help, ask for help. There's always someone out there willing to help you out. It might not be your friend. You'll be surprised. It might not be your family.
You'll be surprised.
You'll be surprised, but there's always someone out there offering you a helping hand. So,
well, I think you just closed out our interview right now. That was beautiful. Final words right there.
Oh, thank you, Hector.
Thank you.
Oh, appreciate it.
All right. Oh, you survived.
I did it.
You did it.
That's a wrap on Hector.
That's a wrap on Hector.